Looking at a daily chart of the Nasdaq, you can see the clear uptrend that we're in here. Today we pulled back. We had our second distribution day, which is a sell-off with the volume greater than the prior day, and it's the second one in about the last 5 or 6 sessions here. So nothing to be alarmed about, but it's something to take note of. I wanted to change the moving averages here on the Nasdaq to the 5 EMA here, because it's the first time since, I don't know, what is this, May 24th, that it's sliced its 5 EMA, which is really a momentum indicator in this. So something to take note of. It's still I don't really use the 5. I just wanted to make note of it. I use the 10, and it's, to me, it's still doing fine. I mean, obviously it's in a power trend, and it's above its 10 EMA. It's still 0.6% above the 10 and 2.5% above the 21. So you got to expect profit taking. It's not going to go up every day or even every week, but it's still in an uptrend. And so I want to just take a look at the leading stocks, because I'm just interested in stocks. I don't really care that much about the index. It's nice to have the tailwind. This is Nvidia, obviously one of the most talked about and controversial AI stocks here, but this one is starting to pinch in a little bit, and it traded down to its 10 EMA today. And if you didn't catch it here or earlier, it might start to provide an opportunity. So pay attention here. If this thing gaps down tomorrow and then find support, and you see buyers coming in, you can see that it went up with big volume, and then it was kind of sold off with lighter volume. So definitely something to take note of there. AMD just trading really peculiar here. Bounced nicely off its 10 EMA yesterday and came right back to the 10 today. So 2 days and it went nowhere. So anyway, AMD is back to where it was on Monday, which is fine. It's doing nothing wrong. AEHR, this is a stock that's actually setting up in a base here. I'm kind of glad it pulled back. I wouldn't mind to see it pull back a little sharper and allow this 10 EMA to catch up with it. But yeah, it sold off, a little more than 2% today. No big deal. It's had a real big run from 23 here. It's a 200 simple moving average all the way up to like 43. So, you got to expect profit to be taken. If people have profits, you're going to take them. I would suggest doing that yourselves. Take the profits when you have them and move them around to other stocks that you like, or just sit in a stock like Nvidia and go fishing and watch it go higher. ACLS, this is a semiconductor equipment stock that made a new high today and then pulled back a little bit, but still showing a lot of strength here, well above its 10 EMA. And definitely in a power trend here. This stock was up, more than 3% today with above average volume. So congrats to the longs from ACLS. So not all the semiconductor stocks were down today. Some of them did really well. RMBS here was bouncing off its 10, much like AMD, but it was up almost 1.5% today. So there was some good, some bad with the semiconductors. And with the software, it was mostly bad, and after hours even worse, it looks like, huh? Shopify, this stock, you can see it was in this base, ran up hard, now it's pulled back to the 21. Thought it was going to ramp higher, but today had this real bearish engulfing candle. So we'll see what happens. There is down more than 6%. That was not the only one that was having trouble today. DigitalOcean, of course, this one formed this nice base, ran up hard, then pulled back more than 4% today. Like I say, there's profits to be had, take those profits. That just looks like an inside day. So DigitalOcean looks fine. Datadog had a rough day as well. Software stocks, it's still above its 21, so 2.7% above the 21, but it did slice the 10. And if you look at the bigger picture, I mean, this is just forming a stage 1 base, so you got to give Datadog some time. Still checking that one out. CrowdStrike had earnings last week, real violent reaction here, pulled back to its 21 and then ramp back up, and now it's just kind of pinching in here. If you like that kind of thing, you could see this this pinch action from the low And I wouldn't be surprised to see it trade sideways right there around that 150 area before ramping higher. It's had a big move here this year from 92 to 150. Yeah, that's a nice move. MNDY Monday. This one, I thought I was going to get away from us, but it pulled back, sliced its 10 today, and still, trading around its buy point here. And the earnings were good. It was ramping higher, but when you see these bases, the right side of this base ramping up like this, you got to figure that there's going to be, it's a big gain, so you got to figure that there's going to be some profit taking in there. I wouldn't be surprised to see a strong shakeout down to the 21 before this one resumes and its uptrend. Fortinet's trading kind of strange here. Once again, had this real sharp, I don't know how many days in a row, like 10 days in a row up the right side of this base here. And there's just a flat base, which is less than 15% from 69 down to 60, then back up to 69. And now it traded back down nearly to its 21 today. But I'm still going to hang with this one because it has good, solid fundamentals, and technically it's just a little wonky right now. But I would not be surprised to see this one trade sideways for a little longer and then kind of stabilize and trade higher. Anyway, that's enough for the software names. I'm going to get to a couple after hours in a minute here. This is ELF. Retail, there was hit and miss today in retail as well. The ones that had profits to take sold off, like ELF. This one's been on a real nice run, and it just pulled back. Still closed above its 10 EMA. Actually, this one made a new high today before pulling back. General market weakness, and you can see there that's a little bearish engulfing candle there with the high and the low taking out yesterday's high low. What other one did I want to mention? Oh, CELH. Yeah, this one got upgraded today. I thought it was really going to ramp, and then it just pulled back. Still, 2.3% above its 10 EMA. Doing nothing wrong. Celsius looks fine. CROX, this is one of the beaten down names that got some love today. They presented at the Baird Consumer Global Conference and didn't say really anything that we didn't already know. They're going to do more than $4 billion in sales this year. With a 7.5 billion market cap, so less than 2 times sales, and strong earnings, accelerating earnings growth, 20, 23, 27%. And to me, this is just forming a base. Vertical violation of the 50 and just, wallowing in the mire down here above its 200, and now starting to show some signs of life, but I don't expect much until the next quarter's earnings reports. The other one that got some love today was Academy Sports and Outdoors. This one has really been beaten up, sliced its 200. To me, it looks like it's starting to carve out a bottom here. Some good volume the last couple of days. The CEO did say that the second half of 2023 looks a little more promising. Anyway, that's enough for the retail. I'm going to go to biotech. TG Therapeutics, our CEO, presented at the Jefferies Healthcare Conference and acquitted himself well. Talked about the launch of the new drug. It's going better than expected, and he just said a lot of positive things. Not too animated like last time, but you can see this type of setup here. Some would call that a bull wedge. I mean, it's had a big run and just retraced half its gains. It traded down to the 50 now. If you look at this weekly here, this is a 30-week line here. Came down to the 30-week, and now it's actually up for the week, 1.6%. It has not been down 5 weeks in a row since even before it got its drug approved. So this has been a real it went up a lot, so it came down and retraced a lot. So it's kind of the way it trades if you look at its history. VKTX Viking, another stock that found its footing around the 21. It's been up, I don't know, 5 or 6 days in a row. I'd like to see a little more volume come in, but there's definitely some buyers there in Viking. You can see all the blue volume bars. Let's take a look at the weekly here, since we're big blue volume bars here. Yeah, there's some buyers here. That's the 30-week, so it's holding up above that, doing nothing wrong. EXAS, it was Exact Science. This is what I wanted to show. It's making a new high today. Came out of this base and pulled back to the 10 one time and is ramping higher, showing a lot of strength. So we like that stock. Just around the horn here, a couple stocks. Super micro, people talking about, oh, it's a climax top. And it went up to 260 today, closed below 240, which is not ideal, but it still has its gap here. The high on Tuesday was 235.74 and the low today was 237. So maybe it'll pull back tomorrow and then drop and go tomorrow or in the next couple of days, close that gap. It looks fine to me. Obviously, look at the relative strength. One of the stronger stocks in the market. Fix is another one that I like, made a new high and then pulled back with general market weakness, but it's a stable stock with a solid growth profile. I did mention yesterday those gaps, the earnings gaps higher. This is the 3-day rule for me. If I have a stock that's gapped up and it's gone up 3 days, it's usually you're pressing your luck to expect more. And today it just pulled back, 5%. And that's to be expected after a massive move like that. MongoDB, same thing, big gap up, pulled back a little bit today. And it's just got to allow these moving averages to catch up. It was a GitLab, yeah. This one gapped up and added a little bit today, even during this week tape. I mentioned after hours, these software names are just getting hammered. This is Smart Sheet, and I didn't think the report was that bad, but I didn't listen to the conference call or anything. Obviously, today's session it was weak with volume, and maybe somebody knew something because it's down a lot after hours. HashiCorp, same thing. This is setting up in a nice stage 1 base. This is why I say going into earnings, you have to have a big cushion, and even a 25% cushion, you're still losing here with HashiCorp. The CEO did talk about a challenging environment. Anytime a CEO talks about the word challenging used to be a code for, sell and get out. So I didn't listen to the conference call there either, but there was 38% revenue growth, and that's definitely slowing growth from 52 to 51 to 41, now 38. So traders, investors are just fleeing this stock after hours. Anyway, that's it for today. We never give up.